Cheryl Hines, the lovely and pretty, has moved from La La Land and Curb Your Enthusiasm to spend time in The Motherhood, the new sitcom for every mom who just wants to get in harmony with their kids. Take a look. Please welcome Cheryl Hines.
Cheryl, you're naturally... He's not the husband, he's the manny.
No, he's the manny.
Yeah.
Cheryl, you're naturally funny. You're just a funny girl.
Joy.
And you have also worked with some of the funniest people.
I know, I'm
Larry
lucky.
David, for my old pal.
Yeah.
And I also read that Lisa Kudrow, who is hilarious herself, was your acting teacher.
She was. She was my first teacher at the Groundlings Theater. So it's pretty amazing. I've been very lucky. And now I'm working with Megan Mullally and Jessica St. Clair.
Also, very funny ladies.
Very funny ladies. I'm lucky.
This, in The Motherhood, it's based off a web series that Jenny McCarthy, Leah Remini, and Chelsea
Right.
So now this is a TV show. So where you talk about, these real stories and motherhood.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some more about that?
Well, I mean, for anybody that's a mother or a parent, you know that crazy stuff happens.
Well, you have a 5-year-old. So
I have a 5-year-old,
right.
yeah. The other day, one of my friends was coming over, and my daughter was looking out the window, and she goes, "Oh, she's gonna have a baby. She's pregnant." I go, "No, she's not. Don't say that." When she comes in, and she goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "That's just how she looks." "Oh, she's fat." "No, she's not." I'm like, "Why don't you go to your room and play and never come out?" So yeah, I mean, you just don't know what's gonna happen as a mom.
You really don't. You mentioned pregnancy. We were talking earlier that when you're pregnant, you get preferential treatment. Did you?
I did. I mean, they want to make sure you have a place to sit, and they do let you cut lines in the bathroom, which is
Except
nice.
Barbara.
Except Barbara won't. She's waiting in line. I would not cut a line if I saw you.
Don't cut a line, I'm going to be annoyed.
I would not.
If I really have to go to the bathroom.
See, because you have menopause and pregnancy, and menopause will win.
You have more strength. Tougher.
And there are weapons involved.
You know more.
So in the show, you're this mom of 2, and you hired. We saw the Manny.
Yeah.
And what do you think the main difference is between Manny and Nanny?
It's a morning show. I was going to say a body part, but I guess I should. I don't know. I mean, they probably don't, dress the kids as cute as maybe a girl would. But
Do you think there's less kind of sort of mom envy? You know how sometimes I talk to a lot of moms and they feel sort of jealous sometimes.
That is true. Like, as a working mom, if you have somebody watching your kids, sometimes you come home and you're like, oh my God, she's better at it than I am. So I guess, maybe you wouldn't have that if you had Horatio Sands watching your kids.
You're going to have 2 jobs, and not because you're going to be doing this and Curb Your Enthusiasm. You're going to do both.
I am right now.
When are you going to see your 5-year-old? Where's the guilt?
Hey, where's the guilt?
I just did it.
I carry it with me every day. She comes to the set a lot, and she hangs out with me during, our lunch break, and of course on the weekends.
She's adorable.
She's real cute. Yeah.
She looked exhausted in that picture.
But so last year you were getting divorced from Larry David.
Yeah.
As we could see, and you could see why.
Oh, Barbara, you're gonna have to watch.
Larry doesn't tell that stuff,
Yeah, how
does
could
he?
I possibly know I get fired? But I do love my Larry.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell
What
you.
about being it that it's unscripted there, and then in the Motherhood is which is more difficult?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's both ways are really fun to work because when you're working on an improvised show, I mean, you're really responsible for clearly all your dialogue, but you don't have to memorize lines, and you don't have to prepare too much for it. So that's nice. But then, like in the Motherhood, we have a team of writers, and it's nice to have somebody writing out your lines and
Larry
your jokes.
never throws you a line?
Yeah, he does. Like once in a while, if he has a certain phrase that he wants, like don't call after the cutoff time. Sometimes he'll have specific lines that he wants you to hit. But otherwise, it's really, this scene is about dinner, and I'm going to tell you something about my dad.
Right.
It's like, and roll. I like that this is still rolling. Even though we're in the digital age, but still, everything I work on, somebody has to crank it. I like it.
Well, I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead. A lot of, is there something to learn from men on this show?
On the Motherhood show? Something to learn.
Or either show. Yeah.
Well, you're not going to learn a lot of lessons on Curb. I mean, I think on the Motherhood, I think it really represents parents, you know. I don't know if you're going to learn anything except maybe how crazy women really are. I don't know if they know how crazy we are. They must know. They must have a glimpse.
Yeah, we're pretty obvious about how crazy we are.
We don't try to hide it.
Yeah.
I think the boys try to hide it.
How crazy
they are.
Is it true? Is it, you know, we're getting schizophrenic as we're talking about motherhood and we're talking about Curb Your Enthusiasm. But we hear that the whole cast of Seinfeld is coming on. You're not going to tell me. Is coming on Curb Your Enthusiasm. After all, Larry David was the one who, you know, inspired. Yeah. Is the whole cast going to come on?
I think I can tell you yes.
It's out there now.
I mean, and I have to say,
do they come on as themselves, or they come on as?
That I can't tell you, but I can tell you it's electrifying. Like to have the cast of Seinfeld.
You've done it already.
Yes, you know what? I can say yes. Okay. Yes, we have shot some with the cast of Seinfeld, and it was truly like to have them all together, and to be standing there with Jerry and Larry. It was just like woo!
Worlds colliding.
I know.
That is great.
Was very trippy and fantastic.
We are so happy you're here. We love you're funny, and we are going to continue watching Curb. And everyone, moms out there especially, you're going to love this new show. In the Motherhood premieres tonight at 8 p.m. right here on ABC. Thanks, Cheryl. We'll be right back.